All right, so ever get that feeling? Like
Right.
there's all this energy inside you, but you don't know what to do with it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like untapped potential or something.
Exactly. And that's kind of what today's deep dive is all about, this idea of like controlling and harnessing energy.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Where are we going with this?
We're going deep into the world of esoteric tradition with this thing called the middle pillar exercise.
Interesting. Esoteric tradition, huh?
Yep. And our main source here is this document. It's called Golden Dawn, the Middle Pillar. Super interesting stuff.
Okay, Golden Dawn. So we're talking like secret societies and magic and all that.
Pretty much. But even if you're not into all that mystical stuff, the idea of like manipulating energy is pretty fascinating.
Yeah, for sure. Like, how does that even work?
Well, that's what we're here to find out. So before we jump into the exercise itself, can you give us a little background on this Golden Dawn thing?
Yeah, so the Golden Dawn is actually short for the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. It was this magical order founded back in the late 19th century.
Whoa, like a real secret society.
Yep. Think like rituals, symbolism, hidden knowledge, the whole nine yards. They're actually the ones who came up with this middle pillar exercise.
So is this exercise like a spell or something?
Not exactly a spell, but it is like a ritual. It's actually something you do after two other rituals, actually.
Two other rituals.
Yeah, they're called the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram and the Banishing Ritual of the Hexagram.
Okay, wow, those sound intense. Maybe we can save those for another deep dive.
Definitely. There's a lot to unpack there.
So for now, let's focus on this middle pillar exercise. What's it all about?
All right, so imagine this. You're standing there, facing west. You're aligning yourself with the Tree of Life.
A tree of life.
Yeah. It's this big concept in Kabbalistic teachings. We can go into more detail on that later, but basically it's this map of like existence and consciousness.
Okay, I'm picturing a tree. What's next?
So you start by raising your consciousness up above your head to a place called Kether. You visualize it as this white sphere of light.
A white sphere? Okay, I'm with you.
And then you vibrate the divine name associated with Kether.
Hold on, vibrate the divine name. What does that even mean?
It's not like singing or chanting, really. It's more like you're feeling the name, resonating with it energetically.
Interesting. So what is this divine name?
For Kether, it's Ihai.
Ihai. How do you even pronounce that? Ihai. Okay, so I visualize the white sphere. I'm facing west, and I vibrate Ihai.
You got it. And then you move down to the next point on the Tree of Life, which is at your throat. That's called death.
So we're moving down the body.
Exactly. Each point on the Tree of Life corresponds to an energy center within you.
Okay, so at death, what do I do?
You visualize an indigo sphere there, and you vibrate the divine name associated with death.
Which is?
YHVH Elohim. Pronounced. Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh Elohim.
Wow, these names are something else. So we're moving down the body, visualizing different colors, and vibrating these divine names. What's the point of all that?
It's all about connecting with these energy centers within you. The colors help with visualization, and the divine names, they act as like focal points.
So we're basically using these techniques to manipulate energy within us.
In a way, yeah. But even if you don't buy into the whole energy thing, the visualization and focused attention can still be really powerful.
Yeah, I can see that. It's kind of like mindfulness or meditation in a way.
Exactly. So after death, you move down to your solar plexus. That's the T-Ferrith center.
Yeah.
Visualize a golden sphere there.
Golden. Okay, what's the divine name for this one?
It's YHVH EOAAOR Vidaf. Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh Ehoah Vidaf.
Wow, that's a mouthful. Yuhevav Ehoah Vedath. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
Next, you move down to the groin area, the Yesod center. Visualize a violet sphere there and vibrate the divine name Shaddai El Chai.
Okay, let me see. I'm getting all this. Violet sphere at the groin. And the name is Shaddai El Chai, right?
Pronounced Shaddai El Chai.
Shaddai El Chai. Okay, so we've gone from head to toe pretty much. Where does the exercise end?
The last stop is at your feet, the Malkuth center. You visualize a black sphere there and vibrate the name Adoni Haaretz.
Adoni Haaretz. All right, so we've hit all these energy centers, and now we're back at the ground. What happens next?
You turn back to face east, and you can optionally perform a banishing ritual.
A banishing ritual? What's that for?
It's just a way to, like, clear out any leftover energy and kind of seal the practice.
Makes sense. So we've walked through all the steps, but I gotta ask, What does this all mean for the average person? Like someone who's not super into all this esoteric stuff.
That's the cool thing about it. Even if you take away all the magical context, you're still left with these techniques of visualization, breath control, and focused attention.
Right. And those are all things that can be really beneficial no matter what you believe.
Exactly. It's like even if you don't think you're manipulating literal energy, you're still working with your mind and body in a really powerful way.
So it's like a mind-body practice disguised as an ancient ritual.
You could say that.
That's fascinating. We started with this idea of untapped energy, and we ended up exploring a ritual from a 19th century magical order.
It's a pretty wild ride, right?
Totally. But here's something I keep thinking about. We've talked about how this practice might impact us physically and mentally. But could there be a psychological impact as well? Like, could the act of engaging in this ritual with all its symbolism and intention actually create real changes in our mental state, even beyond the whole energy thing? It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. There's definitely more to explore here.
Absolutely. And that's something for all of us to ponder.